Hello, I'm Gloria Fry, Chair of the Chesterfield Planning Commission. Over the past few months, we've shared our plans to rewrite the county's zoning ordinance. We're excited that the Zoning Ordinance Modernization Project, which we have branded ZoMOD, officially kicked off in January 2021. This will be the first major revision to our code in over 30 years. The project will take about 2 years to complete, with the new zoning ordinance ready by early 2023. Today, Rachel Chieppa will tell us more about the timeline, the outcomes you can expect, and how we want to involve you as community members in the process.
Thanks, Mrs. Fry. Hello, I'm Rachel Chieppa, ZoMOD Project Manager with the Chesterfield Planning Department. We want to ensure that all community members have access to clear and timely information and many opportunities to provide valuable input throughout the zoning rewrite process. Let's start with a reminder of what the zoning ordinance is and why we've pursued this important project. The zoning ordinance serves as the primary means to implement Chesterfield's comprehensive plan, which guides how land, transportation networks, and community facilities should develop over time. And on a day-to-day basis, our zoning laws regulate many details of how land is developed and the purposes it can serve. The zoning rewrite will align the ordinance with the comprehensive plan, help us address changing conditions, and create a unique, user-friendly document specific to the needs of Chesterfield. Now, I'd like to introduce our lead consultant, Mark White of White & Smith, to give you more details on the project.
Thanks, Rachel. Hello, my name is Mark White. I'm a senior partner with White & Smith LLC, and we're the county's lead consultants on this project. As you can see, I'm joining you all virtually. We are a law and planning firm in Kansas City and Charleston with 150 code updates and similar projects throughout the country. We are joined by 3 terrific firms on this project, including Kendall Keys Collaborative, WSP, and Dover Cole & Partners. This project involves 3 major phases, beginning with a diagnosis of the existing zoning regulations, drafting new regulations, and lastly, formal public hearings and adoption. The county initiated the diagnostic phase in the summer of 2020 with 9 listening sessions involving county residents, home builders, developers, public officials, and other stakeholders. Along with their comments, which you will hear about later, our team is carefully reviewing the zoning ordinance, the county's new comprehensive plan, and related documents, which will result in a written report of our initial findings next month. The diagnostic phase will wrap up this summer. Next, we will undertake the drafting phase of this project. This phase will be completed by the fall of next year, and you can expect adoption of your brand new zoning ordinance in the first quarter of 2023. There are opportunities for you to be involved in every phase starting now, which Rachel will describe in a bit. The zoning ordinance is essentially a 3-legged stool. The first leg is the standards we hold development to. These are the zoning districts where some uses are allowed and some are not. Setbacks and building height limits apply, and parking, landscaping, building, and site design, along with related standards, are established. The second leg is the process for getting there. These range from public hearing processes like rezonings to administrative decisions that occur behind the counter. Finally, the zoning ordinance needs to display these standards and processes in a way that makes them easy to find for the reader and ensures that they are easily understood. So what changes might improve the zoning ordinance? As I mentioned earlier, the county conducted 9 listening sessions with community stakeholders to better understand what issues matter to the community. Here are some of the things we heard. First, there's a lot of interest in making sure the new zoning ordinance standards protect neighborhood character, ensuring that new development transitions sensitively in scale to existing neighborhoods. We also heard a lot about the county's conditional use plan development, or CUPD, process. This process allows the Board of Supervisors to permit uses in some zoning districts that are otherwise not permitted. Though this process offers some flexibility and opportunity for public input, it's also thought to create delay and uncertainty for both applicants and neighborhoods. Chesterfield County residents are very interested in the look and feel of new buildings and development. It's also important for the county to expand housing opportunities and to accommodate changing uses in the marketplace. Along with design, it's important for new development to provide a functional mix of uses with great connectivity, project amenities, and parking in the right places. Chesterfield County's current zoning ordinance is somewhat outdated and is simply not keeping up with growth and the needs of its residents and businesses. The last major changes were the addition of the Conditional Use Plan Development, or CUPD, process in the 1970s and an update in the 1990s, back when the clunky desktops in this slide were sold. The zoning text also lacks graphics and is difficult to navigate and understand. Keep in mind, the final step in this process involves a formal recommendation by the Planning Commission and adoption by the Board of Supervisors. Your participation in this process will help build the support for the new zoning ordinance and assist your elected officials in making the right decision for Chesterfield County's future. Now back to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Mark. As you've heard, community participation is a vital part of this process. That's why we've created several opportunities to participate throughout the project shown here. They include public outreach via recorded presentations and online comment, as we're doing today, a community survey later this fall, information boards and copies of draft materials at local libraries, community open house meetings in each district in the summer or fall of 2022, and finally, a public hearing in early 2023. In the meantime, we'd like to hear your initial thoughts on any zoning-related ideas or concerns you may have, such as what works well in the current zoning ordinance and development process? What does not work well? Are there specific changes you'd like to see? And what priorities would you suggest for this project? Please submit your comments or questions online via the link provided or by mail. We will review and consider all input received. You can also sign up for email updates on the website. And if you'd like to learn more about zoning, you can check out our video series on YouTube. We look forward to your questions and feedback. Thank you for participating.